So today we're going to talk about the One Go Around Emergent, which is this amazing custom built one-of-a-kind watch that was sent into review by the owner of the company, Michael Coffey. And I got to tell you, this is a really impressive watch, but it's more than a watch. So this is going to be a little bit different review from what you're used to. This is going to be more like story time, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So when is a watch more than just a watch? When does it become part of your journey and not just something that tells time, but actually is part of your time? These are questions that we really rarely ask ourselves. We buy watches because we like the way they look. Sometimes we buy them for the social status of them. But I think this watch in particular makes us think more than just that. This is a piece that makes you think of it all from a different point of view. There's going to be a very different type of review, like I said. This is a different type of watch that I'm going to review. I don't usually do mods, but this is more than just a mod. So just bear with me while I go over the basics. And then we'll go back inside the studio. I'll go over the pros and cons, what I like about the watch, what I don't like about the watch, see if it would get the BearCave Seal of Approval, which is kind of tricky since it's a custom-made watch. But you guys know that I am very unbiased with my reviews, so let's start with that. So even though my videos all sound the same and I don't really have a script, I just have a format that I use. I actually have notes here that I want to use to talk about this watch. So like I said, there's going to be a little bit different video. Bear with me. We're going to look at this watch from a custom build, and it's part of a journey, not just another watch in the box, although it did come in a really nice box, and I can't wait to show that off. Today we're looking at the O.G.A Emergent. This is a custom built watch, part of something bigger, and I really do hope that I can do it justice, because you know, I get watches sometimes from friends to review, companies send me watches to review, I buy watches and I review them. This was one of those things where Chris, the budget watchman, did a review, and I was just blown away. First of all, he's a great storyteller, so he just knocked it out of the ballpark with that. The first thing you need to know about this watch is that this is a project and not about pumping out a particular mod. Each watch in the collection tells a story. As Michael says, the Evolution series is the next phase of the journey, venturing from new life into adolescence and young adulthood. Now, for all you Seiko people that are modding out, I haven't heard a story like that about Seiko, but I have heard, oh, we have a limited edition or a special edition watch, which, you know, it's great when you're pumping out hundreds of thousands of watches. These are hand painted, hand built, and they just, I'll put links in the description so you can see it. I do want to let you know this watch was sent in to me to review. I don't get to keep it. It's going back to Michael. Hopefully another reviewer will see it. I know I'm outside of the studio. It's a pretty day and I wanted to get some fresh air. So I am going to do my regular thing in a moment. We'll go back into the studio. We'll take a look at the specs and see how this watch holds up. All right, so let's start with the packaging. You can see here, this is a solid wood box, piano hinged, and just overall great presentation. There's no paperwork that came with it. Again, I think this was just one of the pieces that he had available, but it does come on this really nice pillow. I'm try not to streak it up. So we'll put that there. So there's that. Put that over here for now. Here is the watch. I'm gonna put it to the side like I always do. Go over the specs, dimensions, and just take a look at that dial. It's really pretty. All right, so let's talk first about the design elements. It's a really cool case. And you can see it's etched in a very particular pattern. I haven't had a chance to talk to Michael about the pattern, but I see it. No crown guards, but it's got a nice tight screw down crown. Rotating bezel, which I'm sure you can get in a different color if you wanted a different color. Let's listen to that. Sounds great. Okay, so let's talk about things that I like about this watch. And I'm gonna start with the strap. And I mean this when I say it. This is one of the most comfortable straps I have ever tried on. It's soft, it's pliable, it doesn't feel chunky, it's got quick release. So really just outstanding. It's a very nice looking watch, obviously. You have to be in bold mode. If you're not one of those people that likes to wear bold colors, this probably isn't for you. He's got different colors, but that is really nice. The dial, again, clean and easy to read. There's no date complication on this watch. There is not a ghost position. This has the proper NH34 movement. It's stylish. You can wear this at the beach, wear it to the office, parties, whatever. And it is available on other straps. I've seen that he had different straps available. And I think this would look really good on a NATO. If you have just the right one, I think that would be pretty cool. Okay, so let's talk about things that I don't like about the watch. And it's really hard to point something out because honestly, this isn't just a watch. Like I said, this is a labor of love, and it's just hard to pick something out. Maybe the price, they aren't budget friendly as far as what I would consider a budget friendly watch. But again, you're getting a custom built watch, so that's a little different. That's really it. I mean, I love the dial, I love the movement, I even like the bezel insert in that color. Normally I would have picked the darker, like a black, but that's okay. The important thing is that this isn't a regular modded watch. This is a labor of love. It's something that Michael puts his energy into. He really thought it out. I will put some information and links to his website and his custom designs in the description so you can see it, because I definitely think that he's onto something that's more than just your standard modded watch. Now, the big question is, would this watch get the seal of approval? And it's kind of a no-brainer for me to say, of course. And it's not because he sent it in, it's not because I'm a fanboy, it's just because when you look at all the elements that are in this watch and all the different handmade, hand-assembled, he builds these watches from the scratch. So, and he has the best strap that I've tried in a long time. It is signed. So yes, this watch, if you're looking for a custom built watch that tells more than just the time, but is going to be part of your journey, part of your story, something that maybe you hand down to your son or to a family member, gift it to somebody who's starting a new stage of life, then this watch, I mean, again, the presentation alone is amazing, but this watch would definitely hit those marks. So, as always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, there's a big button down there that you can do that. If you're not following me on the social media platforms, I would love it if you did. I try to post fresh content all the time. I do spotlights. I like to do little weekly challenges, watches of the week. So there's always something for somebody. As always, thank you for making it to the end of the video. I really appreciate that. Again, this is the one go around. So that's what the OGA stands for. And this is the Emergent in orange. Definitely BearCave approved. This is Papa Bear. We'll see you next time.